Ito naman po yung nangyari. Minutes of the 2004 meeting, December 16, minutes number 39. Ito po ang mga members present. Ito, andyan ang chairman, vice chairman, and the directors. May tanong lang po ako. Chairman Anyagas was there? Tama po ba? Who can answer me? Corsec of the board.
Based on that document, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Nanyagas was present in that meeting, sir.
Who else were present? Sino po bang nandun pa nung aprubahan to?
Like the same answer, Mr. Chairman, those named therein.
Can you state them for the record?
Yes, sir. The others present are Honorable Reynaldo G. David, who is the Vice Chairman, and the following members of the Board of Directors. Honorable Fernando T. Barican, Honorable Elidio V. Jimenez, Honorable Alexander R. Magno, Honorable Ricardo G. Nepomuceno Jr., Honorable Floro F. Oliveros, Honorable Joseph N. Pangilinan, and Honorable Ray Magno Tevez, Mr. Chairman.
And the others present?
Also present there, Mr. Chairman, are Mr. Jaime De La Rosa as consultant, Senior Executive Vice President Edgardo F. Garcia, Executive Vice President Carlos R. Cruz, Vice President Lutgarta C. Bakirat Peralta, Assistant Vice President Maria L. Ramos, and Attorney Jose Manuel I. Jokno, sir.
Would you know the personalities of those people? Like si Mr. De La Rosa is a consultant. Tama po, Attorney Gerlan?
Yes, sir, it appears from that document.
Yes, and Senior Executive Vice President po si Mr. Edgardo Garcia.
Yes, sir.
Executive Vice President si Mr. Cruz po.
Yes, sir. He was then the Chief Legal Counsel of the DBP, sir.
Chief Legal Counsel. Then you have the Vice President, Mr. Peralta, Assistant to the Vice President. Is that correct? Assistant Vice President pala.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maria Ramos. And then Attorney Jokno. Is this Attorney Chel Jokno?
I believe that is him, sir.
Bakit nandito rin siya? What is the classification?
I am not aware, sir, in what capacity he was present in there.
At any rate, Mr. Chairman, if I may proceed, next slide please. Ito ho ang nakakatakot dyan. Yung special transactions, letter D. Kasi mahaba po to eh. Minutes number 39, December 16, 2004. Ang nilagay po ninyo kanina, and I ask you, Attorney Adjong, di ba ho may JSS na pinirmahan? Joint Solidarity Signature.
Yes,
Tama ho?
Yes, sir.
Number 1, tinanggal nyo yung guarantee. The bridge loan facility and peso loan facilities shall be deemed released, and the bridge banks and peso lenders shall have no further recourse against such BENPES guarantees. Yan lang ho ang pinang-ahawakan yung collateral, tinanggal nyo pa. Is that correct?
Sir, based on the records available, it appears that the board...
Attorney Adjong, it does not appear. It was done. It was approved by the board.
It was approved, yes, sir, by the board of directors of DBP.
Exactly. Why? Yun lang ang pinangawakan nyo, ba't nyo tinanggal?
I think you have to explain that very well.
I'm sorry, sir, but I would not be able to personally explain it as I was not present.
Who can explain it?
Sir, maybe the record,
Maybe we could subpoena one of those present there, or we can invite first so that those present in that room can, if they recall it.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Pero, again, no, Attorney Jong, pasensya ka na. Hindi naman ikaw to eh. Pero ang pinopoint out ko lang, ito lang ang pinanghawakan ninyo. As an institution, as Development Bank of the Philippines. Can you imagine yung tanong kanina, meron naman sa Pablo. Tapos mag-waiver yung mga financial institutions, pabayaan natin yung private. Kanila yun eh. But for government financial institutions to do this, nakakatakot. Yung 1 billion na yun, from day one, laway. Because the only guarantee you had, yun lang pong garantiya na pinanghawakan nyo, tinanggal. Now, number 2, tingnan nyo po, unconditional waiver, default, accumulated defaults and penalty fees. Default and penalty fees. As of December 31, yung pong hindi nila pagbayad, may mga default sila, may mga penalty. 144 million, tinanggal nyo. Tama po ba, Atty. Jong?
Based on record, sir, it appears it was
Atty. Jong, do not
sir.
say it appears because you were there and you know this. I mean, you
Sir,
are
I'm
there.
sorry, I
in
was
the-
not there po. I was not
I
present.
know. What I'm saying is, kasama kasi ito institution. No? Again, Atty. Jong, hindi ikaw to.
For the
Pero
record,
tinanggal ang default and penalty fees. Tama po ba?
sir. Based on record, sir.
It's on record. So, Mr. Chair, again, I'm bringing this to the committee. Pagka ho tayo nagkautang, alam nyo, sa housing, ang daming ganyan eh. Lalo ngayong krisis. Hindi nakakapagbayad. Hirap na hirap po silang tanggalin yung mga penalties. Hirap na hirap silang tanggalin. May kung ano nung binabayaran po yan, pag hindi ka nakapagbayad, may interest penalty ka, meron kang mga defaults. Yung mga mahihirap po na bumibili ng bahay sa probinsya, dito sa atin, in fact, we had to go to Congress to request for a law para lang matulungan itong mga mahihirap. Pero itong ganito ho, 144 million. Ilang pamilya na ho yan? Ilang tao na po yan? 144 million, again, was waived by the Development Bank of the Philippines. Next slide, please.
Before that,
Yes, go
Mr.
ahead.
Chair,
Yes,
I
DS
think,
Marcoleta.
I will urge the Honorable Defensor to probably ask the regulator of the banks and quasi-banks, the central bank, what did the central bank do, or did the central bank know about this, considering that they are the regulatory agency?
I think they will answer the same thing they answered a while ago, that it's an internal procedure and policy.
But the problem, Mr. Chair, this internal policy affects the interests of the entire country and its people.
Yes, I
And
agree. That's why it is our job to correct this
Yes.
forever happening again.
Thank you.
For the record, Mr. Chair, and for the comfort of the Honorable Marcoleta, meron po ba kayong reply, Bangko Sentral?
Mr. Chair, as to the particular transaction that is being flashed right now or discussed, I am personally not privy yet, so it may be untimely to comment on the case at hand. But perhaps it would be helpful to say that we conduct on-site examinations, and part of our examination procedures is, of course, to look into the propriety of certain transactions of the bank if it is in scope in our examination.
Are you saying, Mr. Chair? Mr. Chair, does
Yes,
the
DS Marcoleta.
Given that kind of answer, are we made to understand that the central bank does nothing in regard to its regulatory function, like looking into the contracts entered by the debtor and the FIs involved? Because considering that all these are money of the people, I think central bank has an active role in being able to look into all this, particularly the examples already made that even transactions with no collaterals based on JSS only, and there is an action removing the very assurance that those loans can be collected. The central bank, as a regulatory agency, has the responsibility to look into this and probably even monitor before it happens. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Marcoleta. You may continue, Honorable Defensor.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, before I ask this question, ito po yung special purpose vehicle law.
I'd like to make a suggestion to your humble representation.
Yes, Mr.
Maybe
Chair.
we could invite the chairman then, Vitaliano Naniagas, to shed light on these transactions. What do you think?
I have no problem with that, Mr. Chair. But I think, para sa akin no, malinaw eh. Ito yung nangyari, klaro sa akin yung mga
Hindi, yung
actions
frame of
taken.
mind nila, bakit sila nagbigay ng mga ganyang concessions, napakalaki. Diba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. May Comsec please invite former chairman DBP Vitaliano Naniagas to the next hearing.
Mr. Chair, not only that, because when the minutes of the meeting of the board was presented by Congressman Defensor, it only not involved Laniagas, but other members of the board. And so we have to subpoena them all. Invite them all in the next hearing to shed light on those matters.
Maybe since you know we are in COVID situation, maybe we get first his reply. If you're not satisfied, then we invite the rest.
No problem, Mr. Chairman. As recommended by the Honorable Garbin.
Including that of the president and CEO, if he's still alive.
He's not alive now.
CEO Rinaldo G. David, he's still alive?
He recently died.
He recently died.
Excellent. This happened in 2004, Mike, right? And
Yes.
they are all appointed.
Yes.
Yes.
Who appointed them?
At that time, it was during the time of President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Mr. Chair.
2004.
2004. The loans were provided during the time of President
Ramos.
and President Estrada.
Estrada.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Chair, make it of record that the invitation should be sent to all the members of the board who are still alive right now. Those that I have mentioned by Congressman Defensor.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
Mr.
Please
Chair,
invite all of the directors listed in the minutes.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to ask again Ms. Cube of the Bangko Sentral, and of course the legal is also here. Kasi pumasok na po ako sa SPAV law, and I will have a discussion on this. Kasi po yung certificate of eligibility, if we can go to the next slide, para lang humapaliwanag. Next slide, please. So ito yung batas. Ang nakalagay po dyan, Section 12, letter B. The transfer of non-performing assets from a financial institution, yung FI po, to a special purpose vehicle shall be subject to prior certification of eligibility. Nakalagay na po dyan. So, shall be subject to prior certification. Wala hong qualification. Kung sinasabing meron kang incentive, kung may hiningin ka, sinasabi niya, it shall be subject to prior certification. So, I'd like to ask again, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Ms. Cube, you mentioned before and you were affirming na, you said in your understanding, no, just to be clear about it, kailangan talaga magkaroon ng certificate of eligibility. So may I know from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas kung ito po talaga ang dapat na proseso?
Sir, Mr. Chair, as far as banks applying for tax incentives under the SPV Act of 2002, yes, they have to apply with the supervising or the regulator in order to have those NPAs eligible and such that the BSP will be able to issue the COE. Mr. Chair, with your indulgence po, Congressman Mike, in the FIST law, which I said mirrors some of the provisions of the SPV Act, in the FIST law, also Section 12, this was further reiterated, this particular Section 12 of SPV. However, there are certain enhancements, and if I may read, the
Ms. Cube, I'm sorry. Yun lang pong dito lang po sa SPV law, kasi ito yung particular concern po natin.
Yes, sir.
So, ang sinasabi niyo po, bago pumunta yan sa special purpose vehicle, kailangan magkaroon ng approval ng eligibility from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
As far as the NPAs being enrolled po.
Okay,
In the
so very clear. So ang sinasabi po ng Bangko Sentral, as the authority, sila po talaga nag-approve at yan po yung batas, kailangan dumaan sa amin. Babalik po ako sa DBP. Doon po sa 4 na ipinasok niyo special purpose vehicle, tama po ba na ang Maynilad at ang Benpres, kung di ako nagkakamali, walang eligibility?
You're correct, Mr. Chair.
So tama po. Pero ibinilagay niyo pa rin po sa special purpose vehicle.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So thank you for that. At least klaro na po, Mr. Chair, yung nangyari. Kasi pupunta na ako sa next presentation, please. Ito po yung submission nyo sa amin. Next slide, please. Yung next slide na muna yan.
Honorable Mike,
Yes.
i-clear ko lang kung tao mo itong dalawang nakatayo kasi baka mamaya mabaril na ako eh.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you.
So, ito po yung sinabit sa atin. Yan po yung inyong kontrata with Lehman Brothers. Next slide. Nakalagay po dyan, certification of eligibility. Mismong sa inyo pong agreement, nire-require kayo ng Lehman. Talagang kailangan may certification of eligibility. So it's coming from DBP, it's coming from Lehman, and I'm very happy that it's clear now with the Bangko Sentral. Dahil noon naman, Ms. Kobe, in fairness to, sinabi mo na oo. But ngayon, very firm na in-establish natin na talagang kailangan, and DBP is now agreeing to that. Yan po talaga yung kontrata nila. Ngayon, Mr. Chair, ang sinabi po, next slide. Sabi po ni President Herbosa, I just quoted a portion of his letter. In the case of non-performing loans and non-performing assets ng Lopez entities, DBP did not condone or write off its NPLs. So yan po yung sinabi niya. Okay, sinasabi niya walang write-off, walang condonation. Again, I'll ask Attorney Adjong. So wala pong write-off, walang condonation.
There was none, sir.
Okay. Yung pong 6 billion, di ba hot, 7 na billion kayo? So, nasa libro nyo, 7 na billion, binenta nyo, bumalik sa inyo 3-point-something billion. Yung 6 na billion pong natira, ano pong treatment nyo doon? Di ba tinanggal nyo yon, inalis?
Honorable
Yes, please.
Defensor, for accounting treatment, those 60% were booked against reserves. I mean, so the OPB, the 9.6, those are covered with reserves. So the OPB or the value less the payment is a deficit, right? And these are covered with allowance for probable losses. So net effect is 0 in the books.
Tama ho, pero losses.
That's covered by allowance for probable losses.
So, sa madaling salita, pinapayagan kayong magkaroon ng pagkalugi na 6 billion. So it was never condoned, hindi siya write-off pero losses.
Hello, some admin matters only.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sorry. I was informed by the COMSEC that because we have a slide that is shared in the Zoom, our stenographers cannot ascertain who is the person talking. So when you respond, please identify yourself, the resource persons, and please address the chair, not the member, when you answer. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Chair, just to be clear again, no, inaano ko lang po, pinapayagan ng DBP na sa kanyang transaksyon, sa kanyang negosyo, kung minsan nalulugi siya. So ito yung covered by losses. Allowance pala, allowance for losses.
Probable losses.
So
Please inform your name before.
Sorry, Mr. Chair. I am Romeo Aguilar of DBP.
Yes. So Mr. Chair, sa madaling salita, lugi, losses, lugi. Nagkaroon ng pagkalugi. Na pinapayagan naman ng batas.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next slide, please. Ang sabi ng COA, sabi niya, completed the sealed bid auction of non-performing accounts consisting of SPV eligible. So under the Special Purpose Vehicle Act of 2002, the gross value of the assets sold had a total outstanding principal of 9.34 billion. Medyo mali pa nga ho to, no? And then 5.7 billion daw yung up, 3.02 ang pagkakabenta. The transaction, ito pala, loss on sale of NPAs was charged against the related specific provisions to current operations under miscellaneous income. Yan po yung binabanggit nyo, Mr. Aguilar. Tama po ba? Okay. So parang sinasabi kasi lumalabas eh. Hindi, sabi ng COA, hindi naman kami nalugi. Hindi naman to kinondone eh. Hindi naman to write-off. Alam nyo, para sa aming mga hindi taga-bangko, kasi ang condonation, in fact, is not a bank term. Hindi po yung ginagamit na salita sa bangko. Tama po ba, Mr. Aguilar? Mr. Chairman?
It is used, sir.
It is used.
Yes.
So, okay. So, condonation ang ibig sabihin, pinatawad ka. Okay. Write-off, ibig sabihin, tinanggal, binura. Tama?
Strictly speaking, for accounting purposes, it's not a write-off or condonation. It's charged against the APL.
Yung write-off.
It's not a write-off, sir.
No. Ang sinasabi ko yung mga definition. Para lang humaklaro. Pag condonation nga, pinatawad ka. Pag write-off, binura. Parang ganun po yung ibig sabihin. Ibang-iba to. Two different words. Anyway, Mr. Chair, let's not debate about the etymology of the words. Pero dito, sinasabi ng COA,
No, Mr.
based
Chair,
on the SPV Act, na iyan po ay na-charge ninyo sa inyong provision to current operations na binanggit nyo naman kanina. Tama po ba? Yes.
Mr. Chair, I think etymology is very important, lalo na sa mga non-accountants na katulad namin. Kasi sa DBP po, Mr. Chair, pinipilit nila na hindi ni write off talaga o kaya hindi kinondon. Yun po ang minimaintain ninyo, di ba? Ang sinasabi nyo, dinirecognize nyo lang. Yun ang term nyo eh. Dinirecognize nyo sapagkat ang ginagamit yung dahilan, duman lahat sa proseso sa ilalim ng SPB law. Ibig sabihin, mayroong COE. Ito nga yung Certificate of Eligibility na galing sa Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Desdante.
At saka mayroong clean opinion ng COA. Pero,
Mr. Chair, kaklaro ko lang, walang Certificate of Eligibility yung dalawa. Pero nilagay pa rin sa
Oo
special
nga, pero,
purpose vehicle.
pero ginamit nga nila eh. Yung term, ang ginamit yung term, de-recognize. Para sa amin, it is a sugar-coated term. Sapagkat, technically speaking, kung ang pag-uusapan ay yung umutang, ay talagang write-off yun doon sa kanyang doon sa kanyang books of accounts. Depende kung sino yung tumitingin eh. Kung ako yung nangutang, okay, ni-write off ko yun doon sa aking book of accounts. Tama?
No.
Para sa inyo, walang write-off, walang condonation. Kaya nga, miski na tanong natin, Mr. Chair, sa BSP, dito sa kanilang position paper, ang sabi nila, based on available records in BSP, there is no information on loan condonation or write-offs by DBP of the accounting belonging to Benpress Holdings Corporation. Wala talaga tayong makikita. Dahil ang ginagamit po ninyo is a sugar-coated term, de-recognized.
No, sir. Actually, so from DBP's books, these assets were sold to an SPB. So the loan still exists. But the borrower now is the lender now is the
Lehman
SPB.
Brothers.
Lehman Brothers.
No, Mr. Aguilar.
Mr. Chair,
That is
Mr.
from the
Chair.
SPB.
Hello, excuse me. We cannot have three people talking at the same time.
Yes.
It's still that I'd like to inform the sponsor that he has gone over the time. But since you are the sponsor, we will give you double time. So,
Chair, yeah.
40 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Tatapusin ko lang po to then maybe this Marcoleta.
Yes.
Gusto ko lang klaro, Mr. Aguilar, no? Parang yung meron kang tindahan, di ba? May mga binibenta kang damit. Ngayon yung damit mo, hindi na siya nabibenta. Okay? Binili mo siya ng 100 piso. Ngayon, itong damit, para kumita ka, binenta mo sa labas ng 30 pesos. Which is what happened. Ito yung nangyari mismo. Yung pagkalugi mo na 70 pesos, inilagay mo lang doon sa operational cost mo. Sabi mo, hindi, parte naman yan ng operational cost ko. Pero nalugi ka pa rin. Tama?
That's correct, sir.
O yun, ganun lang naman. Ngayon, pasensya na po kayo, Mr. Aguilar, Mr. Chair. Kami po, ang taong bayan, Deputy Speaker Marcoleta, simple lang ang pag-intindi namin eh. Yung 9 na bilyon, binenta yung 3 bilyon, nagkaroon ng lugi ng 6 na bilyon. Whether it was condonation, write-off, ang gusto namin sabihin, lugi.